If how about I turn it on? How about I turn my mic on? How about I do that? Yeah. I'll turn my mic. I'll even turn this on too. It's like I've never done this before. If you were in, holy cow, need a weekend from your weekend, then you have a home here. Welcome to the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, world that we live in. Holy, yes, I went live without my mic on, without my underlight on. Yeah, I might need to punt. I kid. I'm a pro. I can do this with, as Rushbo would say, one half of my brain tied behind my back to make it fair. Yeah. All right. I hope you all had a great weekend. Thanks for playing. Thanks for kicking your week off with me. And it was an interesting weekend. I told you while I was on FAFO Friday that I was going to be emceeing the DU banquet, the Ducks Unlimited banquet. If you know anything about a Ducks Unlimited banquet, it's a pretty rowdy time. There's a lot of drinking, a lot of money, a lot of cool things in the raffles, a lot of cool things in the auction, silent auction, live auction. It's pretty fun. It's a good time. So I told you it's kind of par for the course. After me emceeing events for about a dozen years, I have come to discover that it is universal that the MC of any of these events gets handed the run of show, basically what the MC is doing, the order of things, how we have to flow in and out, who have to introduce, sponsors have to thank. I usually get handed that the day of, if not at the event. And then I sit down at a table, I go over it, I pace around. What's up, Lynn? I pace around, I kind of figure things out, get a lay of the land. So I get there and I hook up with the guy running the show, and he said, and I said, do I need like a run of show? Who am I introducing? What am I doing here? He goes, no. You're just gonna walk around all night and make sure that people are buying raffle tickets and kind of hype some of the prizes and just kind of keep things going. Thank the sponsors. Just kind of keep. You'll get the flow of the evening. Most of it is just people milling around trying to win stuff and eating dinner, and then we do a live auction. Like, okay, so I'm basically the bucket raffle hype man. Deal. Done. So that's what I did. For about 4 hours, I walked around with a microphone making sure I was herding people to certain things and dealing with certain the ticket girls that are out selling things in their little dresses. And that was my gig. And no harm, no foul. It wasn't as rowdy as I thought it would be. I guess the bar was set so high as, oh yeah, Ducks Unlimited banquets are, they're so, let me tell you. Woo. No. Didn't have a sip of booze. I was good. It was cool. Yeah, it was a good event. And then I got to tell you, on Saturday, I painted Queen Bee's daughter's bedroom, and I've painted, I can't count them, at least 150 bedrooms. And being in property management, I've painted complete homes. I have done it all. I'm out of shape, y'all. I hadn't painted a room in years. And I am so sore and so stiff right now. It is absolutely crazy. I'm old. I am just bleeping old. It's the way it goes. It's kind of like when you go fishing and your back starts to cramp up a little bit. You're like, ooh, how is that happening? That didn't happen years ago, and it's happening now. So, yeah, so that's basically where I am with that. So, anyway, like I said, need a weekend from my weekend, but we're getting it done. Yeah, Slavo, exactly, but he can verify. What's up, Eddie? Looking forward to seeing you a little bit later. Eddie is the new owner of the Yellow Tub Marine. Yes, the Hobie Mirage Outback. So I'm very excited for him to come grab that today, and it's going to be glad to see you, buddy, and set up some fishing appointments, some fishing bro dates where we can go talk about cool, funny stories from your rock past, including this Lenny Kravitz thing. I really want to dig into that. And then I'll teach you how to get those striped bass in the boat. That is faux show. Anyway, let's get moving along here. I have something that is kind of controversial I'd like to talk to you about. So yesterday, I was getting some stuff done, and squirrel. I was getting some stuff done, and I like to have something on in the background. The Tigers game was over, the Dodgers game was over, so I was like, I really don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. So I am gonna go ahead and watch a documentary, or just have it on in the background as I'm doing what I'm doing. Found one I liked, and I was excited about it. And there is a just in case you didn't see it, Slavo, there you go, buddy. I saw it on Netflix. It was called Shark Whisper. Now, y'all know me. I am a connoisseur of sharks. I love sharks. I think sharks are fantastic. I think sharks are amazing. They are living dinosaurs. They are millions of years of evolutionary hunting awesomeness, and they're amazing. So I'm like, oh hell yeah. There's this cute girl that basically just hangs out with sharks. That's her gig. Her name is Ocean Ramsey. Her name is Ocean. She was named Ocean at birth. Her name is Ocean Ramsey. So she's basically predestined to spend her life in the ocean, which she has. And this documentary covers this girl that goes down and understands sharks. Basically, she can touch sharks. Sharks will charge her, and she'll just hold her hand, and she'll grab their snout, and just kind of push them down. She goes, lock the elbow. Make sure you stiff arm. She doesn't understand football. She would have called it stiff arm, but she just push it down. And as it goes by, maybe she recognizes one of them. She named many of them. Maybe one goes by and just kind of inspects her. She'll kind of do the hand thing, like kind of a little pet, like, hi, how you doing? How you momming them? And then, or she might grab like a great white. She'll grab the dorsal fin and just kind of take a little ride and things like that. She is very popular on social media. One of the many reasons why she's not tough on the eyes. She's easy to look at. She's a cute little thing, right? And so, her and her husband would be like former pro surfer, like just, they just kind of that couple that lives on the beach in Hawaii. And you're like, yeah, what did I do with my life? Anyway, so really cute couple, good power couple in the industry. He's a photographer, oceanic photographer, whatever the hell you call those, oceanographers, I guess. Yeah, maybe. I'm going to make it up. The interns aren't here, so I can say what I want to say. So an oceanographer, and he's along with her on all of these dives, and they live it. They live it and breathe it. And she is on a mission. You'll see what I'm getting to in a minute here. She is on a mission. It's not a commercial for the Shark Whisperer. This brought up a debate after I watched it with me and Queen. So she is on a mission to let people know sharks are not evil, human-eating monsters. They're doing their thing. Just like porpoise do their thing, just like orcas do their thing. Well, orcas are evil. They are monsters. Did you know there was a Jaws kind of movie called Orca? Bo Derek, you're welcome. If you want to go ahead and view it. Again, Bo Derek, you're welcome. And they are that. Yeah, I would believe that more than I believe Jaws for damn sure. Anyway, she's on a mission to expose sharks for being just awesome, not apex predators, but high-level predators of the ocean. Because again, going back to orcas are the apex predator of the ocean. There is nothing else. Unless the megalodon, colossal biosciences brings back the megalodon, orcas are it, period. But sharks have a communication process. Sharks have a hierarchy. They have a patriarchy. They have a matriarchy. It's legitimate in these sharks. Well, obviously not the solitaries like the great whites, but tiger sharks, which we're talking about here. Nurse sharks are like the puppies of the ocean. They're like little puppies. They like to get petted. But she wants to make sure everybody knows sharks are not after you. If sharks were after you, no one would be in the ocean ever. No human would ever go in the ocean because no human would last in the ocean if sharks wanted to eat humans. Okay? This is her mission. Now, the debate is here because there were people that were anti what she's doing because she's posting on social media. And again, she is very easy on the eyes. That is our problem because the antis are like, she's just doing it for the selfie. She's going to get herself killed. If she wants to get herself killed for a selfie, that's on her. That's evolution. Okay? I don't care. Her mission is conservation. Her mission is to outlaw and ban the shark fin soup, basically the killing of millions of sharks. She wants to ban that worldwide. And I'm not against that, but that's her gig. But again, because she's cute, because she does this through social media and not peer-reviewed articles that have been published in Oceanic Weekly, because she does it the young kids way to get a hold of more people and to reach more people. She's just doing it for the gram. She's just doing this for the, yeah. Oh, and she's a model too. Yeah, she is a model. She's hot. I would be too if I was good looking. Yeah. We have a sperm whale that actually eats orcas? No. No, they did not. You just wanted to say sperm whale. Anyway, Lauren Landers, gosh, Lauren Landers on YouTube. She swims with sharks all the time and not hard on these. But okay, Lauren Landers doesn't have a Netflix special about her, and Ocean Ramsey does. And so people are squashing her. I'll definitely look up Lauren Landers for sure. But the thing is that she's touching these sharks. She's naming these sharks. She's hanging out with these sharks. She basically is the Jane Goodall of sharks. She's hanging out with them, like hanging. And every now and again, like they named one, Roxy, I think, that just has this just basically a quarter of her, half of her lower jaw ripped off. I mean, Roxy had a hard time. So they kind of bonded with this Roxy thing. And so I was telling Queen Bee about this. Let's make a long story endless. At least we got 20 minutes left. I was talking to Queen Bee about this. And she brings up very valid points. You got to understand, she's been a conservationist longer than I am. She knows her stuff. She has a degree in this stuff. She is a published conservationist. Queen Bee is. So when she brings up points, they're valid. They are valid points. But I don't know if they hold muster. So I'm going to talk to you about it. See, I support what Ocean Ramsey's doing, just like I supported what Jane Goodall was doing. Like if you want to go live with giant gorillas and you live, dude, good on you. Hell. And everybody gets exposed and they make a movie about you, and everybody's exposed to like the conservation needs for these animals and how they're poached and basically the way they live. Hell yeah, let's go. I mean, that's the only redeeming value to me of SeaWorld, because everything there is, it's $18 for a bottle of water. But the other thing, the redeeming value of SeaWorld is it gets people excited about things in the ocean. And then when you say we need to conserve to these little young minds, we need to conserve these things in the ocean, people get pretty fired up. The kids are like, hell yeah. So I think that, side of the captivity program with orcas and dolphins, I think SeaWorld's done a hell of a lot for oceanic conservation, including all their downline nonprofits, which look like the roots of a tree. There's so many. So I'm all about it. But what do the ends justify the means? So when Ocean Ramsey's out there touching sharks, people say no. Should leave wild. Let wild animals be wild. Do not touch them. Because as I have preached in the past, that's why you see all these signs around the world. Do not feed wild animals. The reason why is they then become pets. Then they know that there's a food source that's going to be handed to them, and they lose their prey instincts. They lose their drive to go get food because it's being handed to them. Queen Bee was talking about some knucklehead in Strawberry that had a trough of feed for elk. Like those aren't elk. Those are pets. You should just name them and keep them in your backyard at that point. So the naysayers are saying like, no, you should stay away. You should stay away. This is going to teach people that they should go touch sharks. If this teaches people to go touch sharks and it's okay, that's Darwinism. I'm cool. If you see Ocean Ramsey do this and you go try to touch a shark and it eats you, dude, that's the way God wanted you to go. And we don't want you in the gene pool. Yeah, right. Hey, you have to ask. It has to be consensual, Brendan. Excuse me. May I touch your fence? Mm-hmm. Tried that at a bar once, and never mind. So the question is, does her exposing to the world that sharks aren't man-eating machines like the movie's Jaws portrays, is it okay that she's touching them, saying, look, see, they're not after you? Is that more of a benefit than I would say, out of the 8 billion people on this planet, the 5 that want to go do that because they saw her getting bit in the hand, getting their hand bit off? Yeah, I think, yep, 100% yes. Because we do it all the time. She brought, by the way, a list of valid points. And basically her core tenet of those points was, look, once an animal imprints on you, you imprint an animal. I don't know how the hell it goes, but basically that's now a pet. If you feed an animal, it's now a pet. You're hurting that animal if you feed it, right? So that's bad. She said, same with touching them. Same. Now maybe these sharks that she's touching all the time, maybe there's some people swimming, off somewhere where they're kind of, their migratory pattern, and they like, oh, there's a human. Yay, I'm gonna go do. There's my buddy Ocean right over there. See, looks just like it's got these things hanging out. It's got those things hanging out. It's got a ponytail. Hell yeah. I go see, because every time I go, and I play with her, she just pushes my nose away. So I'm going to go, and I'm going to bite someone's leg off. The odds of that are a trillion to 1, but I see the point. It makes sense. It makes the point. Keep wild animals wild. I am all about that. 100%. But don't we do it all the time? I'm not throwing him under the bus. I'm actually celebrating him because I'm on the Ocean Ramsey side. So I'm celebrating my man, James Guggenauer. James Guggenauer is the commissioner of your Arizona Game and Fish Department. He was just up salmon fishing, and he caught his personal best salmon up there. Now, it was too big to measure in the net because it's catch and release. It was too busy to measure in the net, so they had to pull it out, measure it, and weigh it. Check this out. Look at this homeboy. Look at that bad boy. Look at that beast. Look at that. And his wife's the net girl. She's fantastic. She's amazing. But look at that beast, right? Now, the outfit that he uses to go fishing every year, and he's done it for like 15 years. It's in Canada. He's done it for like 15 years. They are the reason why these salmon are this big, because they're purely catch and release for trout this size, so they can go back and make baby trout with the great genetics that get to this size and help the entire ecosystem. It's a conservation outfitter, for the love of grief. And yeah, you catch some smaller salmon, you bringing them home. Hell yeah, you bringing them home. I love salmon. But anyway, okay. Now what? Okay, Ocean Ramsey touches a shark. Oh, leave wild animals wild. What about this one? What's up with this? Ocean Ramsey is not feeding the sharks. It's just touching them. There's a salmon being held by a guy I consider a friend. Look at this. Is that any different? Is that worse? What's the difference there? There is none. Do you know how many rattlesnakes I've handled in my life? Far too many. Far too many. By the grace of God, go I. Far too many rattlesnakes I've handled. Did I F up the ecosystem? No. Nope. And it's funny how resilient animals are, too. I remember when the Game and Fish Department, they had to get their deal with the bison, the beefalo up near the Grand Canyon. And so we're going to round them up, and we're going to get them going. We're going to get them. We're going to move them somewhere else. Guess what happened? They came back. So even picking a trout out of a salmon out of the water and putting it back, it's going to go back right where it was. But that's a picture, right? For the gram. Oh, here we okay. Queen Bee's here. Queen Bee's all right. Comparing a fish brain to a shark brain. Well, okay. But there's also instinct. I'm comparing instinct to instinct, I would say. I would say instinct to instinct. Now, before you came on here, Queen Bee, I was giving you a huge amount of credit as a published conservationist and someone who knows. And I take your opinions. I value your opinions. And you have valid opinions. I just have a different one. And I see your point and I see your side. So before you came on, just so you know, I said, wait, this is what the debate we had. But I don't see it as any difference as far as touching wildlife, as if you have a grip and grin with a giant salmon, and that shark just kind of charged me right there. I know how to stiff arm it and move it down and move it to the side. I don't see much of a difference. Again, did Jane Goodall do bad, or did Jane Goodall do good for the giant gorillas? Did Ocean Ramsey do good, or did she do bad for sharks in general? Either way, they're cashing in, I'll tell you that much. And it gets me to my second point about this. Because I said she was easy on the eyes. In this documentary, she's down there swimming with sharks because she can hold her breath for 6.5 minutes. I can't hold my breath for 6.5 seconds. So 6.5 minutes, she can hold her breath. She's down. They have video of her down there with this little tiny like bathing suit tube top and a little thong on, and she's down there kicking around with the sharks. That's a bad freaking look. That's a bad look. If you want to be a conservationist, be a conservationist. If you want to be about it, be about it. Then the whole argument of, oh, she's just doing this for the gram, she's just doing this for her own popularity, she's just doing this for her own attention. Hard to argue when she's down there in a thong. Truly is. It really, really is. So I want to know what would you guys think about that? What do you guys think about somebody who's just basically taking some really cool footage and has really cool footage and footage that can expose to the world that sharks aren't man-eating monsters, okay? And if that's your goal, keep it to that. But then you go start showing your husband's taking video of you with your little tiny, micro bikini on while you're down there swimming with the sharks. It's a bad look. It's just a bad look. And I would say, I would say that it not only gives the opposition a foothold, it negates a lot of the good that you are doing, at least the good I think you were doing, right? I think that it is a wonderful thing to expose to the world that sharks are amazing examples of predatory evolution. They truly are. They're dinosaurs. It's fantastic to watch sharks. I love watching. So it's just so satisfying just to watch them swim. And a really cool thing is at the end of this, I'm not spoiling anything. I mean, she's by this whale carcass, and all of a sudden, I think the basically the biggest great white known to man, I forget how old they said she was, or estimated to be, came up to this whale carcass, and she hung out with that shark. And that's what got her a lot of the popularity, is that footage got her on CNN, the Today Show, CBS Morning. She went national with that. Yeah. Yeah. Itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. I got you, Rhonda. Did you know the inventor of the bikini said if you cannot take off your wedding ring and pull the bathing suit through your wedding ring, it's not a bikini? Swear. That was his quote. Yeah. How do I know that? Hell if I know. How would I know how I know that? It's just there. You can fact check it. It's there. Yeah. All that. Explain all the talk about bikinis. Yeah, let me tell you, Chris. Let me tell you. But I think that I'm disappointed that she did that. I have there's a hunter that I know of that I've met several times. I've had on the show several times. Her name is Larissa Switlick. And you find her like Larissa Unleashed and things like that. She is a wonderful advocate for women in the outdoors. She is an advocate. She has early in her career, she was an advocate for that. There was actually a show, if you guys understand the show Top Shot. Top Shot was like it was a reality show with firearms. It was fantastic. I loved it. Top Shot was great. Okay. So they wanted to make, the same producers, the same company wanted to make a fishing version of Top Shot, and they called it Top Hooker. I'm not kidding. They called it Top Hooker. They could have called it Top Angler, but they called it Top Hooker. She was invited to be on the show. And she said, point blank, look, I'm not going to get in a little bikini. I'm not going to be your eye candy. I can actually fish. I can actually land these things. I can do these challenges. I can. You're just not going to find me out there in a bikini. I'm going to be wearing a sun shirt, maybe bathing suit bottoms, but I'm not going to be out there in this little bikini so you guys can get some, some clicks. And I respected that about her. And that's actually what made me reach out and have her on the show. And then this one trip she took, which was a hunting bachelorette party. Hey now, a hunting bachelorette party where pictures were leaked of her being very disrespectful of the animal she took. And I'm like, dude, that just negated everything you did. She's bounced back. She's kind of a little celebrity now, but I mean, crap. All the little, the young people, young women that looked up and like, I want to do that. I want to go hunting. That's really cool. She's awesome. So photos coming your way, Grizz. Why did I just talk about compromising photos and that's what you put up? Oh boy. Here we go. I got to go through these comments now. Holy mackerel. But check it out if you can. I would love your opinion on it. I'd love you guys to weigh in, and we can just we talk about it. It's called Shark Whisperer, and it's interesting. It's fascinating. It's a well done piece. It's not just like you would think it would be like, oh, it's about some little little blondie tart out there doing what she's doing. I think she's solid. She has some scientists in there, some older female scientists in there backing her up, but then they have like the dive boat operator and. Yeah, she has no respect. But if she has no respect, do these resorts that are all around the world have the respect that they, we can take you 40 feet down and you can hold a fish up and a shark's going to come eat that right out of your hand. You've seen it. Have resorts all over the world do that. That's okay. But this little chickie wants to be on Instagram in a bikini and show you that sharks aren't man-killing monsters. Yeah. Holy hell, did you say Grizz sending bikini pics? Griselda's back? Okay. Or is it just Grizz and you just like to wear a bikini, man? I ain't going to judge you, pal. I'm going to judge you. Do what you do. You do you, pal. Yeah, but there are some things that you can't unsee. Just please remember that. There are literally some things that you can't unsee. Before I let y'all go, Wednesday's a big day. Wednesday is Arizona Giving 820 Day. And what my man, PM Pest Control, where Grizz is a member of, has graciously offered to donate a portion of their proceeds of anyone who signs up for pest control with them on Wednesday or gets a termite service, a treatment, whatever it is, termite inspection, whatever it is. They are generously giving 10% of that to Wildlife for Tomorrow. Celebrating the 820, get it? You see what we did there? August 20th, 820, the 820 species of animals that your Arizona Game and Fish Department manage. So they need our help. So Canning Coolers is donating 18.2% of all sales that day on Wednesday to Wildlife for Tomorrow. And I'll be announcing the rest of the crew. AZ Fly Shop as well is doing 10% of the sales on 820 to your Arizona Game and Fish Department via Wildlife for Tomorrow. Yeah. So anyway, that's what we're doing. We're going to look at Canning Coolers on Wednesday. Yes, what's up, Rhonda? I love it. Thank you so much. That's awesome. So 820 day, and then we'll have the donation lines open if you want to donate $8.20, $820, whatever it is, $82. We're just kind of playing off the 820 thing. So I always appreciate your guys' support, Chris. Thank you so much. Any day this year, all year, no way. Oh, dude, we got to talk about that. That's rad. Gosh, you guys give me the chills. You guys are the best. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, Grizz, do you guys service Northwest Glendale, Peoria? Anybody? God, you guys are awesome. You guys are so much fun. Yep. Anyway, 820 day. I hope you guys like. You guys should follow Wildlife for Tomorrow. I hope you do. I've been doing little vignettes on different species here in Arizona. Hope you guys like those. And they're kind of cool. Little fun facts about it. Today, what did we post? Oh, the javelina. Yeah, it's not a pig at all. Don't call me pig. Yeah, don't call him a pig. Don't call me pig. That's a collared peccary. It's not even a pig at all. Javelina. And by the way, if it's processed properly, delish. Yeah. Yes. All right, let's get the heck up out of here. You guys are great. Thank you for starting your week with me, and I appreciate it. And tomorrow we're going to do it the same way, right? Right here at noon on The Go Show. Celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of the state, nation, and world that we live in. Y'all the best. See you.